Hello and welcome to another episode of Paul Plays Infinifactory. Now, if you watched the last episode, I've done it again. I was recording and I was playing this and I was having a bit of fun, but it's horrible. Like this, my plan was to sort of get them in, lift them up, bring them back, and I've had to build all this to get this one side of it done. Then it'll have to go around the other side. I'm going to have to do all this again, and then again here, and again here, and then somehow put a lid on it. And as I was doing this, I kind of had a thought, and that would be, what happened if, like, I wouldn't say the whole factory moved, but what would happen if I had some sort of beat going on in the factory, lifting it up and moving it on one each time, and then could just, that would progress them by the painters, and then I just need to move them between them using conveyor belts. And I thought that might simplify matters an awful lot. So I'm going to give that a go. Right, so we're back here. Have a quick look at it just in case. Sorry for that introduction. We have to build one of these. So it's got a 2x3. It's a 2x3 sort of square at the bottom. It's got two extras sticking up the top. It needs this cap put on, which comes over there, and it comes out of a full block. So we need to do some lasering or some grinding at the start. So let's get that done. Let's get some. And while I do that, I have to flip them around. And then bring it out, one, maybe two, rotate it. If I put a block there, it should stop it rotate. Oh, no, it didn't. Maybe there and there. Yeah, perfect. And then I can put more of these here. Hang on, what am I doing? Concentrate. So back to my plan. What am I planning on doing for this? Once we get... Okay, so that's the basic shape. So here's my plan. I want something. Okay, here's my thinking. If I had some sort of platform, like that, which bounced up and down. So I would then need a lifter. I would then need a pusher behind it. So that would be, when it's at this height, it's at the there, and the block in front of it would be the lower one, so it can drop down one. So it can't drop. So I can put that there to, or indeed I could put a block under the bottom of this to stop it ever going down any further than that. Then I need some sort of timer, so it's half up, half down, like that. Put a block on it. And then I need a sensor. Like that. And then I need to get conduit to there, to there, to there. So, if I drop him onto it, like that. Okay, I don't want this guy to be involved ever with the actual lifter itself. That's what's happening there. So I might just bring this round a bit first. What was happening there was that I want the actual object itself not to be involved with the lifter, to be purely lifted up and down by the... And I'd like it to move when it gets to the top. So to do that, because it drops in, I'm gonna need, initially at least, to detect that it's here. Like that, and then nope. I believe all this needs to be down one, so let's do that. Okay. So why is that not moving forward? So it's obviously not touching this conveyor belt long enough. I need it up in the air longer. So I really need it, say, 3 long here and 2 beats up in the air and 1 beat down. You know, if you think of this as a sort of a rhythm going on. Now, I can't want to... No, I can't do a 3 length of track that no, like obviously you can't. What am I talking about? So it would have to be so if it was 6 long and I want, what did I say I wanted? I want 2 beats up in the air, 1 beat back. So if that was a blocker and okay, so now that's going up too high. So I need some way of limit. This current position is as high as I want. So I can't just put a blocker above it. What I can do, just for the time being, is if I do that, let's have a look at that again. And if I had another one of these, if I had one of these above here like that, how would that work? Ah, okay, what I've done is I've messed up this. This sensor isn't actually connected to the wire. It's staying up way, way, way too long. That might make it a bit better. It seemed like it was more than a 2-to-1 beat. It seemed like it was a... Yes, look at that. Okay. So, can this be one square over, do I think? Possibly. Okay, so when it gets to here, I want to bring it round here. I don't think it matters if I get paint on this side because I think it'll just overpaint again later. I'm pretty sure it does because in one of the other ones I had it white and then put a red dot on it. So, you know, I don't have to go one clear here. So I need to then, when it gets to here, I need to pick it up. So... run this again. So it's now here's the problem though. I need to put a conveyor here, but if I just dropped it there, it would obviously stick to that. So what I'm going to have to do is these new modern drop-in factories. See, so that's beside it, and that's yes, okay. So then I need to bring it... Did I bring it the right way? I mean, I brought it round this way. Then I'll bring it, it'll be here. Maybe I should have brought it backwards. Ah, no, I think it's a loop no matter which way we do it. I don't think it really matters. So the question is, where do I want to start? Where is this for a start? Okay, I need a bit of a gap here. So the plan is to use this bouncing platform for all of the levels. So I better get a move on. So that's going to bring it to there. I actually need to bring it one clear of that, don't I? Then that would bring it onto the bouncing platform. And then this needs to be pushed this way. Let me just grab him. No. Like that. And possibly put another one there. Well, that just pushed it way too far in, didn't it? Um, yeah, it looks like it wants to be here, but when I put it there, it's not it seems to get too much of a push on it. And then that one, so it skips the whole yeah, it never got a bounce on the first part of it. Okay, so I suppose I can do what I did on the other corner then. I'm gonna take this out to there, put a pusher behind it. Detect it there. Okay, and this, excuse me, this is now a slight problem on this side. So both of these are causing this not to want to come out. So right, so that's looking good. So I've got, I mean, I've done it. Okay, I've done that side a bit extra, but the two important sides are this one here and this one here. They're both done. So when it gets to here, I want to pull it out. So we said we want to pull it out there. So again, I need to drop that in because I can't be touching that bar. And then actually, there's no point confusing myself with the different heights here. I'm just going to, for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to actually put one in at the correct height that I'm actually using. So let's bring this bouncing bar down. Obviously, I think the best thing to do is to come in here and then around it like there and then finish. So that needs to be convinced to Will something like that convince it to go around that corner properly and still leave me on the middle track? No, obviously not. What have I done? Yeah, I'm on the outside there, aren't I? So, with a bit of luck, these go 2 above, don't they? Now again, I just wonder, will this just get sucked straight in and not get affected by the bouncing? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Strange, because in theory it should... like it's off there. I mean, but it's not going to drop down, is it? I mean, it seems to have decided, the game seems to have decided that, you know, this is happening and nothing is gonna stop it. So, so I think once again I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have some sort of one that just slides in. It's not ideal. There's probably I thought about this for a bit, but I don't really want to put cuts in these videos whilst I go and, you know, try 50 different things and see which one works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing again here. It's going to be there like that. It's going to have a pusher behind it. We're going to detect it here. See, there we are, and then that gives us this beat happening, which is what we want. So I'm a little confused why I can't just drop them on, but I'm gonna just keep going with this because I'd like to get it finished. Now this time it is important I get this clear because I don't want to smudge red as I go by it all over one of my lovely painted white sides. So where am I gonna take? I need to take this off here. And again, I think this is probably going to get in the way, isn't it? Like it did on the other side. And then I need to somehow bring the bouncing component of this through without touching anything I don't need to touch. Okay, let's just see where this ends up. I might have to put some just adjustment to these tracks down here. I'm probably going to have to do another one of these pusher sensor things to get this around the final corner. That's red there now. That's up here. Oh, that's way, way too far. So, no further than that. Thank you very much. That's not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to have to put one. And then turn it around this way. Perhaps like that. And you see, once again, just thinking about it now, it could have been possible, or it would have been possible to do this the other way round, i.e. have the beat going the other way and having it pushing on the ground rather than on the top. You know, so it drops down, touches, moves forward, bounces up again. Ooh, I'm not sure. I could do it and see which one is better, but anyway, as it is, we want to do it here. So, hopefully this won't back up. I don't see any reason to. They should all be moving the same speed. And can I just take it out of here? Or would that be too simple? Do I have to let it go one further? I might miss the very last. Let's have a look. Yep, I did indeed. Yeah, that's one square too soon to take it out. So the problem is this block here. That's stopping it going one square further, I believe. So actually, I don't think that's fixed it because I think I have still taken it off one square too early. So, where? So, I kind of like this idea of the whole factory bouncing. And that's it done. So that's looking good. We have reds on the right side, whites on the white side. So now all I need to do is see if I can put a lid on it somewhere here. Now I'm probably going to have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Push it on, so I'd really rather do that. Do that. Kill that. Sorry about all this. Changing my mind. Okay, so if that was to go there, and let's have a look. Okay, that's one too far, I believe. And I could always use that as a blocker there. And a pusher. That could even be a welder, I believe, could it? So if I go down 2 and detect, just okay, so that's what's happening there, is I really need to get that pushed 1 square earlier, don't I? So that would be just before it's gotten to the corner, wouldn't it? How about that? That look any better for actually getting this push done? These should just build up neatly behind it. And it's got a lid on it. Or a cap. Or a light or whatever. And that shouldn't, I mean, unless I've got something too low or done anything crazy, that shouldn't affect anything coming up later in the solution. Okay. And with a bit of luck, yes, fabulous. So now we've got to do is see if it stays stable. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't, but well, I would like to, when I finish recording this, I might spend another 5 or 10 minutes just figuring out if you can avoid, maybe there's a clever way of getting these in without having to use this. You know, you just need to get them in on the right part of a bounce. But by having it here seems to make it decide it's staying in the air. But I kind of like my bouncing factory. It makes me kind of feel a little seasick. All this up and downing, all this bob. So maybe I should put a health warning on this video. I'm not sure. Yes. Okay, it's obviously not an extreme solution, but it's on the lower end of stuff. So yeah, I like that. I think I'm going to start doing this more and more. The idea of having whole chunks, you know, a whole factory floor that moves, you know, rather than having, you know, because my original plan would have been, oh, I would have had a lifter here lifting up and down and then do the same. But, you know, this probably hasn't saved a whole amount of blocks. You know, in fact, it probably saved nothing, you know, maybe. But, you know, you need the timer. So I would have had to recreate this system here of 6 blocks over and over again. So this does make a bit of a saving if you want to try and do it like this. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a like on the video. If you consider subscribing to the channel, that also would be great. And any comments? If I missed anything obvious, should have made a small change that would have made things better, please let me know. And thanks again for watching. Bye now.